Welcome to the series where I answer questions from you. You write in, you tell me what you'd like me to answer, and I do my best to do it. So today's question is from Marcus in Manchester. Marcus, thank you for sending this in. I want to read your question out loud because I think there's going to be a lot of people watching who are going to recognize this. You said, and I'm going to read what you wrote. I'm 47 years old, almost every day, sometimes more than once a day, I get hit by a memory of something embarrassing I did or said years ago, sometimes decades ago. They come out of nowhere. I physically cringe. I make a sound. Sometimes I say a word out loud. I've tried therapy. I've tried meditation. I've tried just telling myself it doesn't matter. They keep coming back. Why does my brain do this to me? And is there anything I can actually do about it? Okay, Marcus, first thing, this is not stupid. This is one of the most common things that human beings do, and almost nobody talks about it because nobody wants to be the one who admits they're still cringing about a thing that they said at a wedding in 2014. So let's talk about it, all right? I'll tell you up front, in a few minutes, I'm going to give you the one specific thing that, in my experience, with the people that I work with, actually works on these. It's not the obvious thing, it's the one that works. So make sure you stay with me for that. So Marcus, here's what's actually happening when your brain serves you up the cup of tea cringe. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. So it's scanning your past for moments where you got social feedback that something had gone wrong. A misread room, maybe you did a wrong joke, maybe there was a look on someone's face, maybe you paused just a little bit too long. And then it's replaying those moments randomly in some kind of loop, not to torture you, although I know absolutely it feels that way, but to make sure you never make that mistake again. This isn't a malfunction, Marcus. This is the standard operating system. And the reason it feels worse as you get older, by the way, is not because more bad things have happened. It's because you now have 47 years of footage to draw from. So the library's bigger. So the random selections are coming from a deeper well. So that's the first thing I want you to understand. Your brain isn't broken. It is, in fact, by its own logic, doing an excellent job. It's being a very dedicated reputation manager for somebody who no longer needs one quite this aggressively. Now, you said you've tried therapy, you've tried meditation, and just telling yourself it doesn't matter. These are 3 really good attempts, and none of them worked. I want to tell you why. Telling yourself it doesn't matter, this doesn't work because your nervous system doesn't believe you. So you can say, it doesn't matter with your mouth all you like. The part of your body that fires the cringe is not listening to what is coming out of your mouth. It's listening to the original moment. Now, meditation. Most people who try meditation for this expect that meditation will make the memory stop arriving. That isn't what meditation does. Meditation changes your relationship to a memory once it's arrived. So if you went in hoping it would stop the cringe, and that's what most people hope for, you'll see that it's not working for you in that way. But it actually does work, just doesn't work in the way you want it to. And therapy is excellent for many things. For random cringe moments specifically, unfortunately it can be slow because each individual memory feels too small to bring to a session. So you might be sitting there for 45 minutes and you don't mention any of them and they keep coming. So those 3 attempts didn't fail because you didn't try hard enough. They didn't fail because something's wrong with you. They failed because the tool doesn't match the problem. Okay, so here's the thing in my experience of working with people that actually works. When a cringe memory arrives, and you'll know it the second it does because of the physical reaction, instead of fighting it, instead of trying to ignore it, instead of arguing your way out of it, I want you to do one specific thing. I want you to say internally to the version of you who did the thing, Thank you. I see you. You were doing your best with what you had. That's it. Now, I know that sounds small. I know it sounds like one of those nothing-y bits of advice you've heard 100 times, but stay with me. The reason this works, and I want you to understand the mechanism so you know exactly why you're doing it, is that what's happening when you cringe is not really about the wedding in 2014 or the email in 2017. What is happening is that the present day Marcus is meeting the past Marcus. And the present day Marcus is ashamed of him. So the cringe is not the memory. The cringe is the rejection of the person that you used to be. So when you say, thank you, I see you, you were doing your best with what you had. What you're doing is the opposite. You're not arguing with the memory. You're not telling yourself it didn't matter. You're doing something much more important. You are forgiving the past version of you for being less wise than the current version of you. That's the move. Now, the reason that this matters, by the way, is because every cringe memory is essentially the same memory, just dressed up in a different costume. The wedding, the email, the thing you said, the way you behaved, every single one is the present you saying, I wouldn't do that now, and I'm ashamed that I did it then. So if you can take that core shame and meet it with you were doing your best with what you had, then over time, the volume of the cringe goes down. Not because the memories stop arriving, they'll still arrive, but they're stopping having somewhere to land, okay? And I also say this, Marcus, because it might be useful. It's really important that you understand that there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. We all go through this. We all do this. So here's what I want you to do this week, Marcus, and anybody watching this who recognize themselves in this. The next time a cringe memory lands, and it will probably land in the next 24 hours because they always do, I want you to do 3 things. 1, just notice it. Don't try to outrun it. Just go, oh, here it is, the thing from the wedding. Hello. Number 2, say to the past version of you, and you can say this out loud if you're alone, but you can actually do it silently as well. Thank you. I see you. You were doing your best with what you had. And number 3, and this one matters, go straight back to what you were doing. Making the tea, walking to the car, walking the dog, whatever it was. Don't give the memory a second pass. Don't stop and analyze it. Don't try and extract a lesson from it. Forgive and carry on. Because the cringe, Marcus, is surviving on attention. The forgiveness plus this immediate return to your life is what eventually starves it. So Marcus, to come back to your question, you asked me why your brain does this and is there anything you can actually do? The answer to the first part is your brain is doing this because it loves you and it's slightly lost in time. It still thinks it's back there, whatever year these things were happening. It thinks you're still in danger of being judged by people you no longer know for a thing they've absolutely forgotten. And the answer to the second part is yes, there's something you can do about it. It's not what you've been trying. It's much, much smaller and easier than that. It's meeting the past version of you with a single sentence and then walking on. So I hope this helps. Thank you for sending it in. It took some courage. I think it's going to help a lot of people who recognize themselves in it. If you've got a question yourself, please write in, let us know. And don't forget, in the description is the happiness quiz. This is a powerful quiz, so we can see a personalized PDF report for you so you can see if you are on track with your happiness, because I'm a mindset strategist and I would love to help you. As always, be kind, take care, go gently in the world. I'll see you next Sunday.